What's going on? Hello, hello. Welcome to Jay Lippman Live. How are we today? It's the Michaels. The Michaels are here. How are we? My counter is showing that you guys aren't even here right now. Isn't that interesting? Oh man, it is good to be back. Since my view counter is not working at the moment, if there is anybody lurking in the background, welcome to Jay Lippman Live, where we talk about everything video editing, camera gear, and how to make better videos. My name is Jay, obviously, and yeah, that's about it. That's what this is about. And basically, the way the stream works is every week I come in here with a topic. This week, we're going to be talking about how to be a little bit more comfortable on camera, something that I've actually been asked about a lot recently in the comments of my videos. So I'm excited to dive into that topic. Also, I'm back from like a 3-week long vacation, I feel like. I think I left July 8th and I just came back on Monday. It's been an interesting few weeks. We'll get into that as well. First, let's jump into the chat. Tech Examines, Michael T. Panetta. Hello, sir. How are you? I have missed you. Michael Fire Jr. Hello. I like the new avatar. It's well, I mean, I can't really see it. It's kind of tiny on my little screen, but it's bright and colorful and grabs my attention, so that's good. Samuel Perez. Hello. Brian Joseph, what's going on? What's going on? I am good. You see 9 now? I'm still seeing nothing. I'm going to back out of my chat. I always monitor my stuff on my phone just in case, like, for some reason I go offline and I don't notice it. That's a gnat. A gnat made it inside. Anyway, I'm back. First live stream in like 3 weeks. I'm so excited to be back. I drove... Let me tell you the story here before we jump into this week's topic. So we had plans. We had a friend that was going with us. We're driving out to Idaho to pick up my daughter from her grandmother's house. We were going to spend a few days out there. Had Arian's great grandmother's 90th birthday party. Also spreading ashes for another member of the family and just a bunch of stuff to do there. And on top of that, we had a wedding to go to in Ohio. My cousin got married, and the plan was Arian and I and our friend we're supposed to drive out there. We were going to take our friend's car, automatic transmission, a lot bigger than my car and her car. Plus, my car has like 300,000 miles on it, so we're a little bit leery of taking it across the country. A week before the trip was supposed to take place, our friend flipped her car, like just flipped it. So that car is no more. And so we had the decision to make between me learning how to drive a stick in a week or spending like $700 on a rental to take across the country. And I ended up learning how to drive stick, and I drove stick. I was the only driver. I was the only one who knew how to drive stick except for Arian, but she couldn't drive the car. So I ended up being the only driver driving stick across the country. We drove from here to Indiana, and then from Indiana to Colorado, and then from Colorado to Idaho, and then we turned around, went back to Colorado, back to Indiana, and then to Ohio for the wedding. Went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, where I got my new hat, which I'm very, very happy about, even though it's sitting a little crooked on my head. And then came back on Monday, and yesterday we had like a work picnic thing for Arian's job, and now I'm back to work. I'm back to the grind, and it feels so good. Nova 6 Marketing, hello. Hello. So, guys, same thing as always. I do have a topic to talk about this week. We're going to be talking about how to be more confident on camera. But if you have any questions, either relating to that topic or to the video creation process in general, there is a link that Nightbot's been throwing around also in the link of this stream. You can go ahead and click that link, fill out a form, ask a question, and towards the end of the stream, I will be answering those. So, Samuel Perez, I drive stick daily. I love all my cars are stick. Yeah, I drive through Baltimore so much that driving stick just is not practical. If I drove in more a more open area. Actually, you know what? To be honest, I had so much fun driving that car that I might be buying a stick the next time I get a car. So, Michael Farr Jr., welcome to the club. Yes, I know you love your manual transmissions. I know you love your manual transmissions. Oh man, so how to be comfortable on camera. This is actually something I've been getting asked a lot. A lot of people commenting on how natural and how comfortable I feel, or I look at least, on camera, and they're wondering how I got that. Somebody is running the hose outside. Can you guys hear that? Can you hear the very loud water sound coming? Can just let me know in the chat if you can let me know if you can hear that, because I can hear it. It's really distracting. Somebody's running the hose outside and apparently makes my house sound like it's underneath a freaking waterfall. It's mighty annoying, actually. Jelly Duck, what's going on, man? It's good to see you too. It's good to see you too. Oh man. No new vet for me. Do they not come in stick? Are they only in automatic now? Because that's disappointing. What is going on with my hair? All right. So, how to be comfortable on camera. I've got a little presentation. I've got slide in person. Jay is super uncomfortable. I am. Actually, if you get me into a room with a group of people, especially if I don't know those people or I'm meeting them, if I'm meeting them for the first time, I'm actually really uncomfortable in person at first. I have like this horrible social awkwardness. It's actually pretty bad. Dual clutch. Okay, gotcha. All right, so let's get into things here, shall we? So I have been, like I said, I've been getting a lot of comments about how comfortable I feel or look on camera, and how natural I look on camera, and all of that. And people have been asking me how I got to that point. And there's a lot of factors that have gone into that, but I kind of boiled it down to like my 5 top tips for being comfortable on camera. But before we get into that, I just need to let you guys know why this is so important. Like, it is actually really, really important to look comfortable on camera. And that's because of this. Where's my button? There's my button. There is nothing more uncomfortable for an audience than watching someone who's uncomfortable on camera. I don't know if you guys have ever, I mean, you guys obviously watch a bunch of YouTube, but have you ever watched a video where the person on camera just looks super uncomfortable? Have you ever noticed how uncomfortable that makes you feel? Like, let me know in the comments. Just type in yes if you've noticed that before. When you're watching somebody who's obviously uncomfortable on camera, does it make you feel uncomfortable? Let me know in the chat right now, because I don't know about you, but I certainly feel that way all the time. It's so bad. Like when I'm watching somebody who's just obviously uncomfortable, I get like it's that whole, I didn't make it far in those videos. Yeah, exactly. Unless it's a comedy bit. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. I'll give you that. If it's a comedy bit, if it's purposeful, if it's meant to be uncomfortable, that's one thing. But when it's somebody, let's say somebody's doing even a news broadcast for the first time, and they're just obviously uncomfortable on camera, like it makes you like, ooh, it's like you almost feel bad for them and you feel uncomfortable for them. It's really bad. So it's really important to actually put in the work to get more comfortable on camera. And like I said, I boiled it down to like my 5 top tips, and some of them are kind of just mindset shifts. Like, they're not exact actions that you can take. There are a couple of those, but the Larry David Show would go so far. And the Larry David Show, man, that dude is nuts. Josh Walker Vlogs, what's going on? Practice makes perfect. I have a problem vlogging in public for sure. It's one of those things The Office did really well. Yeah, The Office did it really, really, really well. So I've got a few tips. The first one's actually huge, because this is like the one thing that not only does it keep you uncomfortable on camera, it also sometimes like prevents you from picking up the camera in the first place. And that is to simply just accept that you're going to be judged. Like, this is a fact. We are human beings. The second you walk into a room, you are being judged. And until you accept that, you're never going to be comfortable on camera. It's just never ever going to improve. But I mean, the fact is you're being judged, and some of those are negative judgments and some of those are positive judgments. You're just being judged, as a human being, especially on video. People are watching your video and they're judging whether it's good or whether it's bad, and whether they're entertained or not, or how you look. Like, everything is being judged by your audience, and you need to accept that. Like, it's just a fact of nature as human beings. So, sure, it's good to say, yeah, I'm awkward, deal with it. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, and that's actually kind of my next thing. Like, my next tip is it has nothing to do with actually being on camera. It's actually to learn to be comfortable off camera. Like, that's a huge thing. If you're not comfortable with yourself off camera, you're never going to be comfortable with yourself on camera. It's just a fact of nature. I mean, really. So, and there's a lot of things to do there. And for me, that took a lot of kind of internal work, a lot of like self-improvement type work. Some of you have been watching my channel for a while. Remember when I used to do all that self-improvement stuff? Like, one of the things that came out of not making the videos, but doing that work, is I became comfortable with myself off camera, and I became comfortable with who I am. And the more comfortable I became with who I am, when I actually got on camera, or before that, when I was a musician and I got on stage, I became more comfortable in front of people. And still, like, my one downfall is those social situations that I talked about before. When I'm in a room full of people and I don't have a microphone or a guitar or a camera in my hands, I get really, really, really uncomfortable. You should have seen me at my cousin's wedding. Like, I know he was my cousin, but like, I only knew maybe a tenth of the people there. I was super awkward. It was crazy. Oh man. Let's see. Michael Fire Jr. says, yeah, you got to just realize that putting yourself out there comes with judgment, and be okay with people judging. Exactly. And he also says a huge part of it is what you said, being comfortable with you. Yeah, being comfortable with you and accepting that you're going to be judged no matter what will go a long way in helping you be more comfortable when you turn on the camera. So, those are kind of some mindset shifts. And now I'm going to get into a few actual like direct actions that you can take. One of them is something that I do all the time with Michael Fire Jr. and with Tech Examined, and also with Apps That Rule, wherever he's at work. He's busy. I'm not going to fault him for missing my first live stream back. Yeah, I won't fault him for that. Is it super hot in Maryland today? It's in the 80s, actually. It's not too bad. I was outside washing a car earlier. I was outside washing a car. It's actually not horrible outside. Yesterday was actually kind of chilly. It was actually like super nice. It was really comfortable being outside. There was a nice breeze going on. Sun wasn't beating down on me. It was warm. Like, I wore shorts and a t-shirt, but today's a little bit warmer. We're in the 80s right now. As you know, I could get in front of any number of people, but I do enjoy being alone and just think sometimes. Yep, I'm getting better in front of the camera, just being myself. Awesome, Brian. Awesome. So, the next tip I have, like I said, is something. I'm gonna turn my hat around. Let's do this. Boom. The next thing that I have is something that I do a lot, and that is to simply. Can't find my. It's been so long. I can't find my buttons anymore. Share your unpublished videos with friends, before you publish them, and people will tell you, your friends, the people who really know you, they know when you're not being natural on camera. Like, they can watch a video and be like, this isn't you. Like, you need to be you. And so the more you do this, one, you'll learn kind of what to cut out and what to keep, and you'll also get a boost of confidence. Like, when your friends are like, man, that's a really, really good video, like, that'll give you a boost of confidence. And the more confident you feel, the more confident you'll be on camera. That's just kind of how it works. Like, this is all kind of repetition. You keep sharing it with friends that give you feedback. You get a little bit more confident, a little bit more comfortable, and your videos get better. And you share those with your friends, and they give you more feedback. And you get the idea. So, is all of this stuff making sense so far? Let me know in the chat while I jump in. More shorts and a t-shirt. 365 Nova 6 marketing. That is that's nice. You look very shiny. I am very shiny. Like I said, I was outside washing a car. I had to get back to not only YouTube work, but also non-YouTube work today, and I had to wash a car, so I'm a little bit sweaty right now. So, big time, just be okay with them being critical. No one is more critical than Monica. Yeah, Arian's the same way. Like, she hates all the jump cuts that I do in my videos. Like, she really, really hates the jump cuts that I do in my videos. And she's very, very critical. And so I don't really listen to her on the whole jump cut thing, because most of the people seem to like it. Actually, somebody told me they didn't even notice it recently, which was interesting. But yeah. So, sharing your videos with friends, getting feedback, and all of that stuff is really, really important. And then the last one, super simple. Like, really, it's all about practice. Like, you just practice things like looking into the camera, speaking from your chest. Nick Nimmin actually did a really good video on this, and he talked about speaking from the chest instead of from your head. So you actually get kind of a deeper, louder voice. It helps you sound more confident. Also, smiling and breathing, like all of these things just take practice, and you keep doing them over and over and over again, and they become more natural, and your videos start getting better. And honestly, like, the better your videos are, the better the feedback and the more confident you're going to feel. So just keep on practicing. And that is my final tip. There's a lot more, like, honestly, and if you guys have any more specific questions about this topic, like I said, fill out the form, ask a question, links in the description, and also being tossed around by Nightbot. And I'll answer those questions, because we're only 20 minutes in. We've got some time. So, Android or iPhone? Samuel, I am an Android guy. I used to be an iPhone guy, but I switched. I started off on Android, then I went to iPhone for a bit, then I went back to Android, then I went to Windows. I did a Windows phone for a hot minute. That was interesting. And then I went back to iPhone, and now I'm back to Android. So, even when you're comfortable on camera, finding your style still takes practice, especially if you script. Yeah, that's a big thing. You know, I'm just going to take the hat off, and you can just deal with the hat hair, because the hat's just not working for me today. Yeah, if you script, it can be really hard to seem natural on camera unless you are really good at writing how you talk. And that's actually something that I've practiced for many, many years. And so, like, for me, when I script videos, 9 times out of 10, it actually works out fairly well, and it doesn't sound like I'm a robot. But there was a time when I was trying to build that life coaching business. What I would do is I would write a blog article, and then I would use that blog article as the script for a podcast and as a script for a video. And for, like, every time I turned on the camera, or every time I started recording the podcast, it's just bad. He's regretted. I have not regretted it every day since. I love my Note 9. Thing's great. Still a great phone, despite the fact that I dropped it one too many times and it's cracked around the earpiece and it's kind of spider webbing out. It's not too noticeable, but yeah. But despite that, it's a great phone. Lots of stuff that you can do with it. I do not regret leaving. You know what the nail in the coffin for me was when it came to iPhone was how hard Apple makes it. I lost it there. I just lost my train of thought in mid-sentence. How hard Apple makes it to leave Apple. Like, you have to go in, you have to cancel iMessage, or else you're not going to get messages on your Android phone. Like, the fact that they make it so difficult to leave their ecosystem was just the nail in the coffin. It's not like, you know, it seems like Android's kind of more like, you know, if you love them, let them go, and if they come back, it's meant to be. That when I like went from iPhone to Android, it was such a pain to get everything switched over. It's okay. Wrong forum. Yes, you're right, Tech Examined. We are talking about making videos. jnotResponding.exe. What? Oh, I wish I could do script. Sorry about that, Jelly. And Tech Examined. I'm missing some chat here. My teachers used to say I was a bad writer because I wrote like I spoke. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. Like, when you're writing term papers and stuff like that, it's really, really, like, you're not supposed to write how you speak. And but then when you get to like writing scripts or writing songs, like, you kind of have to. And yeah, my teachers didn't think I was actually, I had one teacher, but it was creative writing. You know, I had one teacher that like really loved the way that I wrote, and like thought I would be a great writer one day, which didn't turn out to be the case. But, you know, I can write scripts and I can write songs, so there we go. Jelly Duck says, I wish I could do script, finding my style. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, that's it's tough to do that. It's really, really, it's really tough to write scripts that don't make you sound like a robot. Like, you have to, you really do have to kind of, the way that I do it, I'll just tell you how I do that real quick. And then I'm going to check the form and see if there's any questions over there. But the way that I write my scripts is I actually talk the video out first. And so I'll say something and be like, ooh, that sounded good. And I'll write exactly what I said down. Or I'll like I'll record it, you know, record dialogue, you know, into my H4n Pro, and I'll transcribe it. But that's like the best way. Or text to speech works really well too. I used to do that. I'd go into Google Docs and I'd use text to speech, and I would just speech to text, not text to speech. But I would just talk into my phone, and then I would go back and I would kind of edit out the stuff that I didn't want, and then I would have my script. So, let's see here. I have so much struggle with writing scripts that give me what I want on camera. CDTV, hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. See, now that's a nugget, dude. I love that idea. Yeah, I mean, it works, man. It works. Speech to text. Why can I never get that right? I always say it backwards. But talk to text, man. It really works, because then you can just talk naturally and it'll just write the script for you. You just got to go back and correct the words that are way off base, or else, you know, you'll end up saying some pretty weird stuff on camera. Let's go ahead and check this form real quick. We have one from Nova 6 Marketing. Chris says, are you better or worse doing your live stream or tutorials with someone watching? Would you be better in a live studio audience setting or fall apart? That's a really good question. See, I want to say, I don't know. When it comes to tutorials, I would say probably just doing them recorded. Because I tend to screw up a lot. Like, I make a lot of mistakes. So it would just take a lot longer. Sorry, I'm trying to, there we go. There's the button. I can't use my computer anymore. I don't remember how. 3 weeks away and I've turned into a novice again. Yeah. So like, if I was doing something like a tutorial or something like that, probably, like, I could get through it live, but it would take a lot longer, because I tend to make mistakes and have to backtrack and stuff like that. So, but like in general, I mean, like I said, I was a musician. I played live for over a decade. And so I'm pretty comfortable in front of people if I'm talking and stuff like that. But if it was a full blown tutorial, yeah, probably would have to be pre-recorded. So that's that. CDTV says, I'm still trying to learn certain aspects of Resolve. My biggest thing is blending my green screen videos. Yeah, I need to do a video on that. The problem is I don't own a green screen, so I'll have to get my hands on some green screen footage so I can do a tutorial on how to work with green screen in DaVinci Resolve, because it can be a little bit tricky. When it works really well, but in order to get it to work, it is a little bit tricky. So maybe I'll do a tutorial on that. Umoja2TV, hello. I'm new here. Welcome. I subscribed to this channel a couple days ago after watching one of your tutorials. Anyway, what's the topic? Umoja2TV, we're talking about being more comfortable on camera today. And I went through a little bit of a presentation in the first, 15, 20 minutes of the stream. So afterwards, if you want to go back and watch that. But I just gave, 5 tips for being a little bit more comfortable on camera. And just to recap that a little bit for you, I can borrow yours. I don't have room for yours, dude. You've seen my house. Tell you what, if you record something in front of your green screen and send me the footage, that's all I really need. So, lighting is the bane of green screen work. Yep. Yes, it is. Yeah. So, what was I saying? I was recapping my 5 tips. That's what I was doing. I was recapping my 5 tips. So it's, first of all, being comfortable with yourself off camera is super, super important. Like if you can't accept yourself for who you are off camera, you'll never be comfortable on camera. Also, just accepting the fact that no matter what you do, you're going to be judged by somebody. 1, because we're human beings and we judge. And 2, because you simply just can't please everybody. You can have 1,000 people love your video, and there's always going to be that handful of people that think you're a complete idiot. So doing that is super important. Also, sharing your videos before they're published, sharing them with friends and getting feedback will help you build more confidence. Hey, was that Marty? I think that was Marty. Sorry, for anybody who's new here, Marty's a fly that likes to, fly in front of the camera a lot. And I think he just made it just made an appearance. So sharing with friends and family, practicing, honestly, when it comes down to it, just practice. Keep practicing. Repetition will help you build confidence. That's like the really big one. Missing some chat. That would be so cool if you ever did. I've been sub for a while. Keep up the great tutorial videos. Thank you so much, CDTV. I will do my best. Jelly Duck, I need to go. Have a great day, everyone. See you later, Jelly. So good to see you. And thanks for stopping by. Michael Fire Jr. says, mention the process. Yes, for those of you who are interested in learning how to grow on YouTube, this channel is more like specifically about making videos. But if you want to learn more about growing on YouTube, Michael Fire Jr. has a great channel with a bunch of information. I highly suggest you check him out. He also has a new weekly live stream that's going on 7 p.m. Wednesday nights. It's called The Process. And tonight he's going to be talking about the best fonts for thumbnails. Something fell and I don't know what. But it wasn't my phone, it wasn't my vape, and it wasn't my mouse, so... Oh, it was my little phone tripod. Yeah, best fonts for thumbnails, because thumbnails need to be catchy and click-worthy and all that stuff, and he's going to help you learn how to do that. So make sure that you check out Michael Fire Jr.'s channel. Make sure you set a reminder for 7 p.m. tonight, where he will be going live with The Process. I am going to do my best to be there. We're back, first day back, kids back in daycare, not sure what time I'll get home, but I'm going to do my best. I will do my best. Expat Pete, I love the strong Aussie accent. I am not an Aussie. I'm not in Australia. I'm in Baltimore, Maryland, in the United States. Do I sound Australian right now? That's weird. But hello, Expat Pete. Welcome to the stream. Do I sound Australian? That's weird. Why do I sound Australian? Usually I go Scottish, not Australian. That's weird. I just spilled coffee on myself. All right, coffee's gone. You are a busy dude. I understand. I am busy. But I try and make time for my friends. I do my best to make time for my friends, and it's it's been a crazy few days. Like I said, we got back Monday from this trip. Trip was beautiful, by the way. Let me tell you, like, this is the first time I went out there with my camera, like all my camera gear and all that stuff. So it was really cool. I didn't do any video. I actually made it a point not to like do any vlogging, not to do any video. I wanted to like be focused on family while I was out there and not be worried about the YouTube channel. Batch recorded a bunch of stuff. Also, you do not sound Australian. Just teasing you. Oh, expat Pete. Okay, that's good because that was really weird. And if I thought about it for long enough, if I thought about myself sounding Australian, I probably would have ended up talking in an Australian accent because I'm weird like that. But yeah, it was great. I took like over 1,000 pictures while I was out there. So my return to Instagram is imminent. I just need to find time to start editing these photos. But yeah, it was a great trip. It's beautiful. Like out in Idaho, Colorado, Wyoming, it's beautiful. Slightly satanic too, mind you. Like it's weird. Like starting in like Wyoming, you got the Devil's Tower in Wyoming. You got the Devil's Slide in Utah, and then in Idaho you have what is it? Hell's Canyon or yeah, I think Hell's Canyon or something like that. Like it's weird. Greg Simonez, see what happens? You go west and you come back looking and sounding different. Do I do I look different too? I mean, my hair's a little bit longer. I don't have anything in it right now. I've had a hat on it for most of the day, but I did lose a little bit of weight. I was very active. I mean, we were out in the mountains. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Oh man, that whole Australian thing was funny. It was really really funny. Yeah, my hair's definitely getting longer though. There was something else I wanted to talk about, and I don't remember. Oh, some really cool things happened while I was gone. By the way, really really cool things that I need to thank you for. First of all, I need to thank Tech Examined. Because he was kind of managing my channel while I was away. Like I had a bunch of videos that were scheduled to, go public while I was gone, but he took care of the pinned comments for me. He signed in for a couple other things. And so big shout out to Tech Examined for helping me out with that while I was gone. If you lost it, I found it. So big shout out to Michael. That was a huge help. Thank you so much, dude. But while I was out, I hit 2,000 subscribers, which was super cool. Like really excited about that. And then just actually this happened 3 days ago, but I missed it. I missed the email. So I just saw it yesterday. I'm officially part of the YouTube partner program. I can now, you guys may have noticed there was an ad before this live stream, which was weird. Like I watched back one of my videos, like I was watching one of my videos and I was like, wait, why is there an ad here? That's weird. It's so yeah, lots of cool things. Lots of cool things happened. And, but I missed you guys. I missed doing this live stream. Like I really, really did. Word, now you're making them fat stacks. I don't know about that. Apparently, just like everything else, YouTube's on a 2-day delay. So I don't even know what kind of revenue I'm making, but I'm sure it's anything but maybe a fat stack of pennies. Maybe a fat stack of pennies, but that's about it. Thank you, Nova 6 Marketing. Oh, let's check out this form real quick. Ooh, we got a new response. Got a new response. Wait. Another one from Chris at Nova 6 Marketing, unrelated to today's topic. Would you ever do a video of how you do your screen before your live stream starts, how you put graphics on screen, etc.? I don't know. I don't know because it's not really like it's like very loosely related. It's very loosely related to the topic of this channel, but not really. If you want some good OBS stuff, check out Michael Fire Jr.'s channel. He's got a couple of videos on there about recording with OBS and using OBS and stuff like that. So he's kind of like, he's a lot better than me at this whole OBS thing. I just kind of figure it out by the seat of my pants. So Michael Fire Jr., this is water, actually. It's water with, oh man, that's good. It's water with, you know, those little squeezy things that like you put, it like flavors your water, and sometimes it has like vitamins and stuff in it. That's what this is. It's 32 ounces of water with some black cherry flavored thing that has some like B vitamins and stuff like that. Thank you, Michael Fire Jr. Oh man, I have those videos available on my channel. Yep, there you go. Boom. Emoja2 TV says DaVinci Resolve is so powerful and it's so difficult to learn how things work. I literally have been watching countless videos for 3 days straight. I've been using Pinnacle Studios for over 10 years. Wow. Nova 6 Marketing, roger that. Vodka, no, definitely not vodka. Definitely not vodka. Although I was surrounded by vodka at the wedding. Man, it was, people were having a very good time at this wedding over the weekend. Emoja2 TV, the name I said was Michael Fire Jr. He's actually just above you in the chat. Check out his channel. He's got a bunch of stuff on how to grow on YouTube. He's also got some OBS tutorials. He's a really, really good resource. Photo Finn, what's up, dude? Dude, I sent you a DM on Twitter like a month ago. Brian Joseph, I want to learn how to vlog better. I own the GH5. The GH5 is a beast of a camera. I got to hold Cody Wanners once and film him taking pictures. It was an interesting, very meta experience. But as far as using the GH5, I'm not sure if any, like, who has tutorials specifically on like how to use the GH5, unless you're talking about vlogging better as in making better videos or just getting better at using the camera. Like it depends. I know that the GH5 has some issues with autofocus, and so it's actually better if you use manual focus on those things. That's what I have heard. I don't know exactly because the one time I used it, it was with a manual focus lens. So Michael Fire Jr., thanks. Just subbed. I'll check through. I'm running OBS now for a 24/7 live stream on a different channel. I want to get into live vlog. Wow. Photo fan. Oh, dang. I'm horrid with DMs. Got to reply. Busy with work at this. That's right. You got a job at the strawberry farm. I forgot about that. Totally forgot. That's so like... I will say, Photo Fin, you're the first person I have ever heard say, so why I haven't heard you say it, but the first person I've ever known who works at a strawberry farm. I mean, that's something, right? Where Emoji2 TV, I have several videos up for OBS on the channel, and in my VIP section on my website, I have a full OBS course. Boom. There it is. Go to Michael Fire Jr. for OBS stuff. Because, like I said, I basically just push buttons and hope for the best. That's kind of my life strategy, actually. Just hold on tight and pretend it's a plan. If you look up Zombie Town USA, I'm streaming Night of the Living Dead 24/7. Nice, dude. That's right. That's right. You're the one who runs Zombie Town USA, guys. You gotta just look up Zombie Town USA. It's pretty cool. It's some pretty cool stuff. I totally forgot about the Zombie Town thing. I got a thing for zombies. That sounded bad. Oh man. Yeah. What else is going on? Do we have any? Is it true, Photo Fan, that strawberry fields are forever? Oh, I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head. It's gonna be stuck in my head. Now I gotta try not to sing it because I don't want to get like sued by whoever would sue me for singing the Beatles on the internet. Because I'm sure somebody would, or they would copy. Now I gotta think about things like copyright claiming and stuff like that. Poke and hope, exactly, Nova 6. I am perpetually red from not wearing sunscreen. Bad news, man. Perpetually red. I like that. That should be a name of a song or something. I was thinking maybe some people should come up and film, etc., just to hang out at Zombie Town this year. Dude, that would be, I would love to do that. I would love to come up and film Zombie Town. That would be so much fun. Oh God, that would be so much fun. Where is it? I can't remember. I know I knew at some point, but I can't remember. I'm just clearing my... Yeah, it's one of my favorite songs too, Michael Fire Jr. It is one of my favorite songs too. Me First and the Gimme Gimmes actually does a really, really good punk rock version of Strawberry Fields Forever. It's usually when people cover the Beatles, I'm like, better not. But that was actually a really good, really, really good cover. So, if you mean picking them, yes, they last forever. But the plants themselves produce in the early summer and live for about 3 years. Boom, there you go. Altoona, that's right, it's free. First weekend in October, Altoona, Pennsylvania. Maybe I'll pack up the family and we'll head up there. Let's I'll see if I can if I can get my girlfriend to take off work. That's like just before peak season, when she can't, like, peak season for her work. Like, she does photography, she works in a photo studio, so like starting, like, I think either beginning or end of October. I know it's in October, but either the beginning or the end of October, they go into a full blackout where nobody can take off work. Because, you know, family pictures during Christmas time is apparently a popular thing. So, oh man. So, what else has gone on, guys? I've been gone for 3 weeks. I spent very little time on YouTube, very little time on Twitter. Like, is anybody here going through anything? Anybody want to share something with the class? Oh man. I will check it out. Thanks. I've been struggling. I have Elgato MSI laptop, Sony AX33 camera, OBS. I want a sportscast high school basketball games. Can't find anything. Wow. Elgato, and so I need to get an Elgato. I want to start using my SL2 for these live streams. Although, like, I don't think I'm getting a bad result off this Logitech. Like, really, do I really need to spend $400? Yeah, I know I've been a ghost the past 2 weeks, man. I mean, I've spent half the time out of service in the mountains. I'll, like, check in every now and then, be like, hey, I'm still alive, and then I'm gone again. It's nuts. Nova 6, I was actually passing through Altoona. Or no. I was going away from Altoona. I was, like, heading towards it for a minute there when I was on my way back from Cleveland. But then I went south where I would have had to go north. Apparently living in a van is cool. Yeah, okay. Okay. Do we want to talk about the whole living in a van with the snake thing? Cuz that's I'm about ready to fix my computer with a hammer. That's what's new here. That's funny. That's funny. I've been there, dude. I have been there. Yeah, that whole living in a van thing. Now, I watched Brian G. Johnson's video on that, and this is once again getting more into like the YouTube algorithm and a little bit farther away from how to make better videos. Um, what's wrong with the PC? I don't. Are you talking to me? I uh, I don't have anything wrong with the PC right now. Actually, it's working great. It's all fake, in my opinion. It could be. I wouldn't be surprised if it was, to be honest. But there are a lot of things. Does she really live in a van with a snake? Now, that's a good question. That's a good question. But, I mean, fictional content is still content. How many reality TV shows are out there that aren't actually reality? So, that I don't have too much of a problem with, to be honest. And I don't have a problem with somebody gaining 1.3 million subscribers on YouTube off of 2 videos. If it's legitimate, it would cost her a ridiculous amount of money to pay for ads to get her there. It would probably cost her a pretty penny to get that many subscribers. Also, usually when it comes to buying subscribers, at least recently, YouTube seems to be kind of on the ball with taking those away. And that doesn't seem. Oh, you're talking about Nova 6's PC. I don't know. Yeah, people do hate being fooled. It will end badly. Like it will. If this isn't real, it will end very, very badly for her. Cancel culture will completely kick in and all that stuff. But I don't know, man. She may have just hit. Like I was reading something. I don't remember what I was reading, but apparently, like basically those things that she targeted, like the whole like sustainable lifestyle, living in like van living and all that stuff is actually super trendy right now. So she did hit a trending topic. She hit a trending topic. She definitely targeted a bunch of she's an attractive female that targeted stuff that's primarily searched by men. So there's that whole thing. Like, I don't know if that justifies 1.3 million subscribers. I don't think it justifies a 10%. Like, that's the thing that gets me is a 10% subscriber ratio. Like, that's a 10% view to subscribe ratio is insane. So I don't know. Like something definitely just doesn't add up. I'm not quite sure what it is. So but yeah, if people find out that it's fake, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. Let's see. Photofin says, for me, life is super busy. I'm performing at music shows. Sweet. Have work 5 days a week. And just finished my summer writing course. Wow, finding it hard to get videos out, being so busy. Yeah, I would imagine that would be pretty tough, man. I mean, I've been there. Not, I didn't have videos going on at the time, but like there were times when like I had worked 5 days a week and I was playing shows. I was playing shows plus band practice twice a week. There was a lot, like it's a lot. And I mean, I'm super busy now. The only difference is now I'm super busy with the thing that I actually want to be busy with for the most part. I mean, no, completely like parenthood, family life, and making videos. That's everything right now. So that's good. Let's see. Both my PC and laptop are around the same age, debating on buying a good laptop and a docking station. Skip the tower, who knows? That could work, Nova 6, but if you get into some like really graphics intensive work, then you're really going to be wanting that PC build, because at a certain point a laptop's GPU just isn't going to cut it. Diana SFNG, hello. Welcome to the stream. Sorry I'm late trying to make a video. Totally all right. It took Facebook like 5 years to hit 50 million viewers. It took Pornhub like 2 weeks. There you go. Case in point. Case in point. Nice haircut. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. My hair's actually, this is lack of a haircut. I haven't cut my hair in a few weeks. Is that Marty? Did we see Marty just now? Thank you, Jay Lippman. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Yeah, I lost it. I can't remember what I was gonna say. I can relate, Jay. Family, business, working on a CD, learning as much YouTube, etc. as I can at night. Yeah, it's a lot. Royski69, hello. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Wow, it's 2:52 already. It's 2:52. I feel like my presentation today, my little topic was a little short. For those of you who came in late earlier today, it's not squirrel. It's just, well, yeah, no, I'm definitely having squirrel moments today. Marty McFly's still there. Yep. And AMD-based gaming laptop for video editing. Your thoughts? Here's the thing, like, a lot of people go out there and say, like, if you want a PC laptop that's good for video editing, you should get a gaming laptop. And that's not always the case. It's just not always the case. It all depends on the computer. A lot of gaming laptops, what they do is they automatically optimize for the game that you're playing, and that's kind of what makes them a gaming laptop. Yes, they have a good GPU and all that stuff, but really what you're looking for in a laptop or a PC or anything is kind of the ability to set things how you want them in order to work best for your editing software. So I don't know much about the AMD. I don't know anything. I don't know much about AMD stuff, but I always use NVIDIA. My laptop has an NVIDIA, but like as far as gaming laptops are concerned, like some of them will work really well for editing, but not all of them. There's actually a really good video on that, and I don't remember. Like, it's about why you shouldn't buy a gaming laptop for video editing. Yeah. Probably a distant cousin to Marty. Yeah, probably. Probably. Hopefully not his grandkids. Oh, God. No grandkids. Because grandkids, in order for flies to have grandkids, there must first be maggots. And I don't want maggots in my house. These are all coming from outside somewhere. We got like compost in the back. We've got a garden and all sorts of stuff. So flies are bound to find their way in here. So we got 5 minutes left in this stream. Does anybody have any questions regarding video editing, camera gear, filmmaking, any of that stuff? You don't even have to fill out the form at this point. I am going to check the form one more time if I can find the right button. I'm literally having some button pushing issues today. No responses. Okay. So if anybody has any questions about how to make better videos, video editing, camera gear, camera settings, anything like that, now is the time to ask, because we are coming down to the last 5 minutes. I am a talker. I can talk for days. So get your questions in now. bit of a gamer, enjoying a bit of editing. Yeah, Royski, it's like, I'm not saying don't get a gaming laptop. And AMD makes really good GPUs, you know, but I would, you know, if you're a gamer first and the gaming laptop really works for you, then do that and just do your editing off that. It's just, it may not, you know, work as well as you think. There's a lot of preconceived notions that gaming laptops are automatically better because they have better GPUs, but it's not just the better GPU, it's how the computer actually uses that GPU. That's what's important. So that's kind of what you need to look into. So, Absent Rule, yes, you are late, sir, but it's totally cool. I know you're at work. Asus ROG, yeah, Republic of Gamers. Can I pee now or later after your long talk, Jay Lippman? Well, I mean, no, the stream ends in 3 minutes. If you want to pee now, you can, or you can pee in 3 minutes. That's fine. But Joe is in the house. Joe is in. Jay, it's super good to have you back. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. Like I said, it's good to be back, man. It's good to be back streaming again. Tomorrow I get back to creating videos. I have no idea what I'm going to record tomorrow. That's the one thing I did. Like I did research and filming and editing and uploading and scheduling for like 8 videos, 10 videos, something like that before I left. But now I'm completely out of topics. So I gotta do some keyword research and figure out what I'm going to record tomorrow for Monday's video and all that stuff. I got to come up with some topics. So here we go. That's what we'll do. Last 2 minutes. Spitballing ideas, guys. Let's shoot out some ideas. What would you like to see a video on, whether it's DaVinci Resolve related or just video creation related? What would you like to see a video on? I'm taking suggestions. I'm going to be doing some research today, tomorrow, basically every day, trying to come up with a list of videos to film. So let's spitball some ideas real quick for this last 2 minutes of the stream. Garrett D, what's up, my man? You have been watching a lot of my videos lately, and I sincerely appreciate that. Thank you so much. Please, let's do being comfortable in front of the camera. I did that. If you want to go back and watch the replay after this stream is done, Garrett, I did a whole presentation on it in like the first 20 minutes of the video. So there's a whole thing, but basically there's like 5 big things. There's a whole bunch. I could probably do a bunch of different videos on it, but what it comes down to is, one, just accepting that you're going to be judged and becoming okay with that, because as human beings, we judge people, and as video watchers, we judge the videos that we're watching. So you're going to be judged, and you need to be okay with that. You also need to be okay with yourself, you know, off camera. If you're not okay with yourself off camera, you're never going to be comfortable on camera. Also, I missed one. I gave you 4 tips. I gave you 4 tips. And there's a fifth. There's a 5th one, and it's super important. So let's do that real quick. We'll go a couple minutes over. Why the hell not? It's my channel. I can do what I want. Boom. Tip number 5 for feeling comfortable on camera is, I missed the button. Talk about something you're interested in. Like, really, guys, this is it right here. Other than practicing everything, other than like continuously making videos and practicing and just getting better and better over time, make sure that, like, if you are in charge of the creative process for your video, if you're not being told what to talk about, then talk about something that you're interested in. That's why my channel is about making videos, because I am super excited about making videos. It's my favorite thing. It's my favorite thing to do. I love it. And so when I talk about it, I get excited. And when I'm excited on camera, I feel and look more confident. So that's tip number 5. Look at that. Kept you holding on till the end. I don't know if anybody of you noticed, but like, I felt like that was a little short, and I totally forgot about that 5th tip. So boom. Boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. So, there's that. Okay, here we go. Is a header into your video a good idea? How about an ender to your video? What is the general consensus? If you're talking about specifically YouTube, if you're talking about like specifically YouTube, general consensus, I would say, like, if you're gonna do kind of a beginning intro thing, hi Cat. If you're gonna do a beginning intro thing, make it super short, and the ending thing, you have to be really skilled in order to pull that off, because basically, as soon as you give an indication to your audience that the video is over, they're on to the next video. So if you have that like ending 20 seconds and you've already, like, people are missing your end screens and they're not clicking to the next video. So that's kind of the whole thing. I can do it in Premiere, but have you done a tutorial on speed ramping for DaVinci Resolve? I have. I do have one, Nova 6. Chris, I'm going to call you Chris because that's what your email says. So I'm just, yeah. But yes, there is a speed ramping tutorial, 3 different ways to speed ramp. It is on my channel. That is there. Let's see. How do you stabilize video using your phone with your bare hand? Ooh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Here's the problem with cell phone footage. This is the biggest problem with cell phone footage. The lighter the camera that you're using, the shakier your footage is going to be. So cell phones, super hard. Plus they're really small. So like it's hard to hold something like this and keep it stable. So use a gimbal. Like, really, that if you want stable footage from a cell phone, you got to get yourself a gimbal, because it's really hard to do otherwise. Or a really weighted down like cell phone tripod, like that could work too. But like, you're gonna need a gimbal. You're gonna need external things. Using your bare hands, probably not gonna happen. You know, but really the best you can do, 3 points of contact. So 1, 2, 3, boom. Gimbal is, yeah, but some do have some, a lot of phones do have built-in stabilization. So there is a gimbal for the phone. Yes, there is. There's a couple. You can get a low-end gimbal for phones for around $100. Yes, you can. Roger that. I'll look for it. Trying to learn Resolve when I get a free minute here and there. And yes, I'm Chris. Boom. Got it. One more thing. I need to change the pitch on a clip, but without changing any of the other clips. Humor effect. Can I do that inside of DaVinci Resolve? Yes. Yes, you can. Maybe I'll do a video. I'll do a video on that. But, you know, quick and dirty. If you click on the clip that you need to change the pitch on, you go into your inspector. You'll see, like, you click on the audio clip, go into your inspector, and you'll see pitch, and you can change the pitch. If it's not in the edit page, it's definitely in the Fairlight page. So yeah, you can totally 100% do that. So with that, it is 3:04, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It is good to be back, sitting at my desk with no walls and no door and a ton of noise. It is so good to be back. And I'm going to keep pumping on. I'm going to keep creating content. I want to keep doing this for as long as possible. If you want to help in that mission, there are a few things that you can do. There is a link in the description where you can make a one-time donation. There's also Patreon, which has been admittedly a little dead recently, but I'm going to, I am actually working very diligently on some new tiers, some new stuff to offer you guys that, quite honestly, isn't a huge time commitment for me because I don't have a lot of time. And there's also watching my videos because, you know, I'm monetized now. So if you watch videos and you watch the ads, I get a penny. We also have merch. I also have some merch available. Link in the description, as well as my 2019 Lutz pack, which is still for sale. Starting to work on 2020. Super cool. But guys, thank you so much. It is time for me to go. I got to get ready to go pick up my kid from daycare. Thank you so much. And I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for hanging out.